Alrighty, guys, welcome back to episode 169. Dude, what a lucky number, 169. I thank God for Brando. You reminded me of what episode it is. But welcome back to From the Sidelines. Great to be here. Before I say anything else, let me bring in my handsome co-host, Brando Baird. How you doing, my brother?
Stop. We're good. Yeah, just a duo podcast again. I love it. Felt good just talking and just having a conversation. Yeah, I don't know, just can't wait to get into it.
Absolutely. And before I get too ahead of myself, before I get to yapping, let me just say, shout out to our sponsors. I just want to say we thank you guys with absolutely every ounce of our being. Welts Clothing, thank you so much for being here. You guys have been here for, I wouldn't say day one, but for a long time, and we really appreciate it. Make sure you guys use code FTS at checkout. You get yourself 10% off and get yourself dripped up. They got straps, hoodies, shorts, snapbacks, whatever you could possibly want over there at weltsclothing.com. Make sure you use code FTS. Earn your welts. Next, thank you to Hormesis Paintball. We don't have a discount code for them just yet, but we will maybe one day. We know we're working at it, but they make some dope headbands. They have been making some amazing outside apparel, some stuff where it looked like you'd be walking out of a store off Rodeo Drive. You know what I'm saying? Some high quality stuff. So go over to hormesispaintball.com, get yourself something nice. If your girl wants something nice, that's a great place to shop for her. A little bit of paintball because all love is made into it. And last but not least, Capital Edge Paintball Park. Thank you to Capital Edge for sponsoring this podcast. We really appreciate it. If you're anywhere near the NorCal area and you want to get to the premier paintball field, that is the one. Come hang out. There's plenty of teams out there to scrimmage. We actually just had a little pre-scrimmage, right, for the event that's going on this weekend. The day that we're recording this is the Tuesday before WCPPL that is going down, and we had like a little mini scrimmage. We had who do we have? We had Regime. They were late. Then we had Pink, and who's the other team that was playing there?
Was Incursion out there?
Incursion was out there as well. Yes, I forgot you weren't there, Rando. But yeah, but anyway, getting into the show, Brando, dude, you've had a crazy busy week. Tell me about it, bro. Like, catch me up. I haven't been talking to you. We talked on the phone a little bit. What day was that? Thursday? No, that was like Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, or Friday.
Was it Friday? Okay, yeah. He called me on Sunday. He was driving, and we had a great conversation. But Brando, what were you up to?
Good. So, I talked about it last week. If you guys listened briefly, my dad moved to Texas, and I helped him drove. Him and I drove himself, his dog, and a little trailer out to Texas over the weekend. So Thursday, I worked Thursday, came home, afternoon. He picked me up from here. We left from here, drove down to Bakersfield that night, stayed there Thursday night, got up Friday morning, drove all day on Friday to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And let me tell you, that drive, it was supposed to be 12 hours. Now, mind you, we're driving a Jeep with a little U-Haul trailer on the back.
Yep.
Plus, we have a dog and a cat with us. And it stopped every
5 hours?
3-4 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, 3 to 5 maybe.
5 is a long time. 5 is pushing it.
Yeah,
Gotta stretch your legs
whatever.
unless you're trying to lose a limb or something, blood clot.
And to fuel up and take the dog out and go to the bathroom and whatnot. But on the trailer, it says speed limit's 55 for the trailer, and
Lame.
and yeah, and we stayed about 60 miles an hour the whole time or so, and especially when we're climbing in elevation.
Oh yeah.
Coming from Bakersfield over into Arizona and then Arizona into Mexico. I mean, we're climbing the whole time.
Yeah, you hear the engine roaring low key.
Yeah, and we're pushing 60 on flat ground, but when we're going up, it's closer to 50. And yeah, those 12 hours turned into 12 and a half, 13, 13. And it just kept going further and further. Even by the time we got into into New Mexico, I remember my dad's falling asleep. This is, man, I don't know, what, 10 p.m. I look down. It's all right, cool. 2 more hours. I got 2 more hours of a drive.
And
I'm
you were tanking
driving.
it at 10 p.m. You were taking it to midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our ETA was at midnight. I'm driving. It's like 30 minutes pass, and I'm trying not to look down on my phone.
Yep.
Right. Time goes
Watching a
slow.
pot never boils, whatever that saying is.
Yeah. S- Nail on the head.
Yep.
So, so like 30 minutes go by. I look at the clock. I'm like, oh, right, hour and a half. Right. I look down. Hour and 50 minutes. What the fuck? It just time got pushed back more. It got pushed back by 20 minutes. All right, cool. 15 minutes go by. I look down. You know, we only what knocked off 5 minutes on the ETA, and it just again we're climbing. We're slowly going, and I believe the how the maps calculate that is probably the speed limit of the freeway or the road that you're on, and possibly the other data that cars around you are given.
Okay.
So it calculates all that and gives you a rough estimate. But it's because we're going at such a lower speed, it was a longer drive. So we didn't get to that hotel till 2 a.m.
Oh my god. And
Um,
you were supposed, but you
yeah,
were thought you were gonna be there midnight, so you arrived 2 hours later. Jeez.
yeah. That drive sucked. It just kept getting further and further away. But yep, we slept for a couple hours. Got up Saturday morning, made the 9 hour drive to Texas, just north of Dallas, and yeah, got there Saturday night. Um, saw where he was gonna stay. Uh, met his friends. Met them over there. Met all their dogs. God, they had so many dogs. And then Sunday, we unloaded the whole U-Haul. Kind of got everything set up and kind of drove around and explored a little bit. Right, saw Bucky's. I'll get into later. Had some barbecue, and then I flew back Monday morning. Uh, because I had work Tuesday. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it out to practice with you guys. But yeah, that
It's
was
okay.
my weekend, my 4 or 5 days in a
Interesting.
nutshell.
I'm excited. I'm curious about your Bucky's experience because apparently that is like to Texans like what a fucking legendary milestone of a place.
Yeah, yeah, I can get into it. Yeah, it's an experience. So I remember when the first time I went out to Philly, out to the Northeast, Wawa, Wawa was
Wawa.
the thing.
That's awesome. I
You
love
get,
Wawa. I wish we had
you,
Wawa.
Wawa was cool. Wawa was definitely cool. Sandwiches and whatnot. I just thought it was uh, overrated. I guess. I don't know. I thought I was expecting something more.
Thought Wawa was
Right?
overrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Wawa. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm talking down on it. I like Wawa. I get a lot more at Wawa than I can at the gas station here. I just thought it was gonna be more than a glorified gas station with a little more food options.
Mm.
You know, there's a gas station over here with a Togo's connected to it.
Yeah. Let me just say
So
first. Let me just say we used to have to fucking hunt for our food, and now we're fucking talking about how fucking our Wawas are just not. Or, oh my god, they give me just a little bit more food options to actually make my sandwich there. Ugh. Just how insane is that to think about when it comes to the grand scheme of things, where we were cavemen at one point, in evolution. Couldn't even, cavemen couldn't even picture what a McDonald's was or a Wawa.
they they don't even those words don't even exist to them.
No, and McDonald's is still like a even new thing. Like fast food is still like a new thing, like under 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
That is actually pretty interesting to think about. Actually, now that you think about it.
Yeah, McDonald's, I guess.
feel like there was a
Is
movie
that
about the origins of McDonald's that came out.
like founder, the McFounder? I don't know.
That's a good movie.
Huh? All right.
Okay, okay.
But
So, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. Wow,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, Bucky's, dude. That's what I told my dad's friends when they were there. They're like, what do you want? Is there anything you want to do? I was like, barbecue for dinner and Bucky's, and they go, yeah, we got to go to Bucky's.
Oh
So,
yeah.
dude, we pull up. I'm like, holy shit, how many fucking gas pumps are there? Can you take a guess? Have you been to you haven't been
No,
to a Bucky's, have you?
I think I've seen a picture online of like a Bucky's. You know, I gotta start doing my research on the Bucky's subreddit, but I have seen a
Mhm.
picture where it looks like. Don't tell me. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna guess.
Yep, yep.
Over 100 pumps.
Damn. Almost.
Okay,
It moved.
okay. Higher,
Or at
lower.
least the one, yeah, yeah. At least the one that they had there was 88. They said the one in
Oh,
Dallas or Fort Worth, um, by the airport is much bigger. But fuck,
I feel
88
like
pumps.
I feel like that's a close enough guess. 12 off.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Damn. 88
Um,
pumps. So that place must get fucking popping.
dude,
Or is it like not popping because the gas prices low key suck? It's Texas because it's probably super good
this
actually.
was like 239, something like that.
That's great
Uh,
actually.
219,
It's
yeah,
great.
something
It's
ridiculous.
fantastic.
Yeah. I it was good. But 88 pumps. We pull in and there's a big parking lot. Just a regular parking lot. And it's much bigger than a gas station. Much bigger. Um it's not as big as like a Target or a Walmart, of course, but
It's like
much
a
bigger than a
gas
gas station.
barracks, not station, but like a
Yeah,
barracks.
and my dad points out and he mentions it. Um he's like, look at all these cars in the parking lot. They're here at a gas station not to get gas. I was like, oh, that's a
Hmm.
good point. They're all in. All these people are inside. All these 200 cars are
So
inside.
it's like a fucking party in
These people,
Bucky's.
dude. We walk in. It was so busy and rambunctious. Oh my god.
I heard there's a mascot that walks around. Is that true? Is there a mascot that walks around?
Oh, I wish I saw one. I don't know.
Hmm.
I didn't see one. That would have been cool. Get a picture with one.
Yeah,
Um,
Bucky the Beaver.
Damn. Fuck. But walk in and they're making they got fresh brisket right there.
Oh, I
They're
fucking
pulling out
love
from the back
brisket.
fresh, and they're cutting it. They're making fresh sandwiches right
Oh,
there. It smells so good. Fudge, handmade
I'm
fudge,
okay.
right there in the middle of the. In the. All right, dude.
I don't like chocolate, bro.
Yeah, I know. We get it. You like some boys. We know.
Men,
Um,
brother,
man, sorry.
men. You know.
Uh, so, but they're making fudge. They got a wall of beef jerky. Now, I don't know if they're drying it there or it's their brand. It's all Bucky's brand stuff. So they might be making it or drying it elsewhere, but not maybe not there. But it's a wall of beef jerky.
Hmm.
Um, a bakery, fresh cinnamon rolls, cookies, muffins, fresh right there that they're baking.
Hmm.
And then there's a section,
This sounds
and
awesome, but I can't let AJ think he won and that's cool. So, you know.
no, the one that AJ went to was definitely smaller and gayer.
Thank you. That's all I needed to
Yeah.
hear. So
So
your Bucky's
the
you
the
went
one
to.
I
That sounds awesome.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
uh, but it God, what can't you get there? It's like it's like like oh my God.
Dude, you said like 4 times
I
right
know.
there.
I'm trying to find the words. Like a gas station melted with a Walmart melted with the bakery of a Safeway or something.
Bakery
Right?
of a
There's
Safeway.
right. a fresh bakery that
But
has
is there you
of
said there was a restaurant in there, right? Like they're making like
no,
Bucky's
no.
brisket right in front of you.
They are, but it's fresh, but it's not a restaurant. You're just
Oh, that's
grabbing
so
and
low
going.
key like the Wawa where it's like, hey, I want a brisket sandwich, and they're like, boop, boop, and then they get you a brisket sandwich, and
Yeah.
then you take it. Okay,
Yeah, but
but
better than a Wawa because I mean it's fresh biscuit,
brisket,
brisket.
you know?
I mean, is the Wawa making all their meats right then and
Hell
there?
no, it's just probably coming from a packaged deli meat,
Exactly. Yeah,
or maybe
that's
just a
why.
big old
That's what
ham that they're like slicing.
Yeah, but where's that ham coming from? Is it already cooked? Already prepped?
It's just probably like
Are they just pulling it out of the bag and slicing it?
that's
I'm
for
just
sure what it
saying
is.
because you go to Togo's, you go to Subway, you go to Quiznos, you go to Jimmy John's, or is that a? I don't know. Where did we go for last steps? See, I don't even remember. Uh, Ike's. There's an Ike's.
Mike's. Oh,
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Gotta have a Mike's way and then fuck your sandwich. That's what you gotta do. You can have Mike take it in the back and have his way with it. I'll take it Mike's way.
Yeah. So I mean, there's many different sandwiches, places. I feel like, but fresh brisket. It was pretty good brisket. Better brisket at the barbecue.
Okay, I was gonna ask if that was like your 2-in-1. If you went to like there for like barbecue food, so you went to a different place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have the sandwich though. I did. It was fresh.
You
It was
have
good.
to. It's right there.
It was good. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it like those three things. What did I say? A gas station met a Walmart and
Don't say
brought
Safeway
in.
because that sounds like normal.
I know.
Make it sound like more loving, like Cracker Barrel or something.
No. I'm looking for the bakery, like a bakery.
What's a good bakery?
Just
Krispy
any,
Kremes.
No. Any mom and pop great bakery that
Yeah,
does donuts and cakes.
You're telling me it's ma and pop quality.
I mean, like
That's good.
the
That's a
best
good
mom and
thing.
pop. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
I liked it, and shit was big too. Um, yeah, definitely an experience. Bathrooms are really nice. God damn, walk in. It reminded me of a bathroom from
The future.
like Caesar's Palace or
What?
like a upscale Vegas hotel casino. Everything. It's almost like marble like. It's really nice and
What?
clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty fucking normal bathroom. Not gonna lie.
Walk in, I was like, whoa. Look over the stall. Wow.
Look at the guy. Dude, you seeing this?
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was fucking busier and bigger than I was expecting. I was expecting like a gas station, a glorified Wawa.
Yeah, I'm looking at these photos. This just looks like a fucking.
Yeah.
This just looks like gas station the long way.
Dude, it doesn't do it justice. I don't know, man.
Let me drag this over so everybody in the audience can see. Look at that.
Like it's so
That's
long.
the Buc-ee's right there. Oh, hold on. New transition. Boom, full screen.
Idiot.
Look at all those
Idiot
pumps. Look at all those pumps. Oh my goodness.
It's like damn.
One day I'll have really
Yeah.
sick transitions for these, but not right now. Boom, we're back.
Ciao.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my Buc-ee's experience. You're in Texas, go to Buc-ee's, just not the one that AJ went to.
Okay, so now, Brando, okay, we need to finally break the curse where you actually go to Texas and play, so then you and I can actually do activities together in Texas. Because
Yeah.
it just seems like we're
Yeah.
just doing shit in Texas without each other. That sounds horrible, bro. We need to get some FTS together in that sense, you know?
I know. My dad said the same things. Like you better start making Texas a priority to get
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I was like, look, all right, yes,
Your dad's
that's
gonna be
fine.
like, fuck
I'll
up, come to
try.
Texas.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, that's the only time I'm gonna probably be able to watch you play.
Damn.
That's fine. That's fine.
You know, isn't it crazy that we just get to a point in our life where I remember when I was young and my mom told it to me because my mom was a paintball mom. Isn't it weird where it's like they're like, you know, eventually you're gonna wish I was able to watch. You know, you're gonna wish that she was able to watch me play. You know, there's gonna be a time where she's not gonna be able to go. And man, dude, that time is for sure. here in our lives, right? Obviously, our parents have to fucking, they have their own life. They got to make ends meet because, we're adults now, right? So it's a crazy experience, right? It's like, sure, I'm from when I was 18, I'm 10 years older. But then it puts you in a perspective. It's like, oh, dude, shit. My mom's 10 years older as well. Your dad's 10 years older. Like, when it comes to, like, I picture, I mean, your dad probably looked a lot different 10 years ago. My mom definitely looked a lot different 10 years ago. So it's like, just really puts it in a perspective for you, it kind of in a way where when your dad's like, that's probably the only time I'm going to see you play. That's not, look, he has a lot of weight to it.
It does. It does. Especially since he was in the Sacramento area. I mean, he just pop up randomly during practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop in, say hi, watch for a couple hours, and dip. And then call me later about asking how it went. So I think it won't hit until, I don't know. I don't know when it'll hit.
It's gonna hit when you're like,
he moved away.
You're gonna be like sitting there just like hunched over your bed, like just like looking at something, and you're like, fuck, man, he's in Texas, Yeah. You're gonna be like, I'm missing my fucking pops.
Yeah. I could call him though.
That's valid. You could call him.
So.
Right. But it's not the same as being able to, like, I mean, how far away did he live from you when he was here?
An hour.
An hour? Like that? Okay.
Yeah.
An hour compared to how many is he now? Like a day and a half away?
It's like
3-hour flight.
23 hours.
3-hour flight at least.
3-hour flight, 23-hour drive.
Right. So, damn, bro.
I love you, Dad. I don't love you that much, though.
I love you, Papa Ironman. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll fill the void now that he's out of here. But man, dude, that must be a really interesting experience overall. Like, were there any like conversations that you had with your dad on the way there where you were like, damn,
Yeah, like deep conversations.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're looking for
petite Asian hands.
No, not really. I mean, we talked about job opportunity. That yeah. Talked about that. I mean, yeah, we did, but I don't know if I want to say on air.
Oh,
it's
valid.
It's not necessarily. It involves more people.
Okay.
So, yeah, we did.
Hell yeah. Okay. So, okay. Overall,
I don't know what it. Yeah.
No, you're good. Okay. So, now that you're back, we're headed to WC this weekend, bro. Who are we going out there, especially you? Who are we going out there to support this weekend?
Yep, we are going out there to support Sacramento Pink, local Capital Edge paintball team.
Yep.
They're playing D3. We also have Incursion playing D3 as well.
Got some homies on that
mostly team. Mostly playing out of Capital Edge. One of our teammates is playing with them, Gavin Day.
Yep.
And then I believe Marv is still coaching them, right?
Okay, good for them.
Yeah. So, and then who else we got? We got the Patriarchs. That's right.
Boom.
Mike Ryan's team. Gonna go.
They need to play him way more,
right?
I think so.
Yes. I'm gonna see if I could pull up their schedule. I don't know. Let's see. Yes.
And we're also going there to shoot some. We're also gonna be going there to shoot some content for FTS, and we're going to make sure. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay, boom. Now we're gonna be actually have the mics on. We're gonna try our best to make sure that happens. For the love of God. And if you're there and you hear us, remind us.
Icon.
And if you're on the Patreon, you're listening to this early before we go, and you have anything you want us to ask the public, let us know. We're going to be checking what's in people's gear bags, checking what people's favorite headband is. Just overall, we're going to be giving some stuff away. I'm just overall excited to go down to WC because I get to see a lot of my friends that are in like the Southern California area because, I played in the Southern California area for a long time before I, came up into, NorCal. So it's kind of like a trip down memory lane, and that's kind of like, tonight's podcast, I kind of wanted it to be like nostalgia and like that whole topic of it. And I guess going down to a place like WC, that kind of is nostalgic for me. You know, I get to see some old faces that it's been a long time since I got to see them. They don't play the NXLs, right? A lot of paintball people, I only really, unless I seek them out and go to WC, I'm not really going to see them very much because they don't compete in the NXL, right? We travel so far, and I'm just excited overall. I mean, we're probably going to see all the guys from HK. We're probably going to see Danny Lincoln. Probably going to see Mr. H. You know, probably going to see.
Yep.
You know, I really want to get an interview with Mike Hinman because I listened to his episode on the Shelda podcast, and holy shit, I got a ton of questions for him.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. And I want to pick his brain on how what he's doing to grow the game, like how we can bring that up to the Northern California area, right? I don't want there to be a disconnect where it's like a cult following between NorCal and SoCal, right? Imagine if we could all just live in harmony, you know, and no Fire Nation allegedly attacked, you know, we're right. NorCal, SoCal, MidCal, or CenCal. Sorry, forgot MidCal. That sounded so bad. But you know what I'm saying? He's a guy that when I was listening to him talk on the Shelda podcast, I was like, man, I can tell he's been in this game a lot, and I can tell he's very passionate about the game, and I'm the same way. I'm very passionate about the game. So I just want to ask him a bunch of questions on what he thinks that from his perspective as a person who is a SoCal body, what does NorCal need to grow more? You know, what does Southern California need to grow more? You know?
Yeah, and not to, as you said, to like supersede SoCal or whoever. It's what can we do, right, to help bolster NorCal? That way we can work with like the SoCal guys or whoever the community and build it up from there, right, together.
Yeah. Like, newsflash, people, NorCal's still on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying, right? So I think, dude, we can all live in perfect harmony, and that's one thing that I really want to convey when I ask him those questions. I'm genuinely curious on what he's gonna say. He's a very real person. And that's one thing that I've always respected about him, and I've always liked his coaching style. So I'm just excited to bolster off a few questions at that guy. But I get to see my old team, SoCal Alliance down there. I get to see my boy AK. You know, I get to see him perform down there as Supreme. I'm pretty sure Pink and Supreme play each other, right?
I think it's Incursion.
Oh,
no,
it
is Pink. Yep, my bad. No, it is Pink. Yeah,
dude. So dang, it is so crazy. We have developed a relationship with so many people where all of our friends are just competing in each other in the lower divisionals. I mean, that's not even lower divisionals. D3, that's higher divisional to me. Those guys are all really, really good. It's hard to take sides because I love everybody so much, you know? It's like, obviously I want the boys from Pink to win because, love those guys. But Incursion, Gavin Day, Make 'em Pay is the team that two of my teammates are on, right? Marv is coaching and Gavin's playing, right? You know? And plus, we're around them all the time. You know? It's hard to, pick one team that I want to win. But, those are the teams that I want to support, right? And whoever makes it the farthest, then I'll bandwagon.
Look, I want all my favorite teams to make it into Sunday, and then somehow, some way, they just all end up in a tie for first place. Is that too much to ask?
Oh, three-way tie for first place?
Yeah.
I like that. Dude, we need that. We need that.
Everyone wins.
I agree. Okay, so Brando, I'm looking at your list real quick of topics. What is holding history? What does that mean?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, here we go.
So, it was after we got back from Buc-ee's, waiting to go for some barbecue for dinner.
And you got barbecue after the brisket?
Hell yeah.
Dude, your ass must have been tearing you a new fucking hole, bro. Your gut must have hated you.
Nah. So, my dad's friend has a gun case. Or a gun, not a case, safe,
Safe.
Safe.
Keeps him safe.
Keeps him safe.
Law-abiding citizen.
And opens it up, and actually, what he didn't even know he went in there to get this. He comes walking out of that room down the hallway. He goes, "Hey, Brandon, check this out."
Oh, hell yeah. You know it's going to be good when they say that.
I see that he's holding a gun. Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, is that a fucking Luger?
Oh,
Dude,
hell
dude
yeah.
had a German Luger from World War II. And I mean, fuck, here, I'll get up a picture if
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
guys
Drop it
don't
in.
know.
I'd love to see it.
But yeah, this is a German Luger, which was um kind of a like a prize possession for or prize trophy, I suppose, for
Absolutely. That was a lot of people that went over there at that time. That was like people were fighting over that, who because usually people who got Lugers were high-ranking German officials. The average shitter usually didn't have a Luger on him, right? Let me bring this.
no,
Let
not
me
at
bring
all.
this photo up. Hold up. Here we go. Smooth
Yeah,
transition, almost. Boom,
pow.
boom. Smooth transition. You like that? Damn.
Yeah,
So
so
that's the picture that he had. How do you even pronounce that? Try to pronounce that. What that says on
oh,
there.
Luger? Oh, fuck, I don't
You see
know
that?
what.
You see what it says on
Oh,
there?
that.
What does that say?
Uh,
Gogurt?
yeah. uh, Gesh, Geshirt? I don't know, but that's not the exact. I didn't take pictures of what he had.
Okay.
Um, and I'll get into that why I didn't, but nothing bad, just yeah. But yeah, I'm holding it. It's like holy shit, dude, a Luger. I'm holding a Luger.
Yeah. How many
You
how
know,
many people do you think that thing is killed?
with the Lugers, I don't know because high ranking officers. How many high ranking officers were in combat or even pulled that out? I don't know.
I mean, maybe I'm just
Maybe
going by more movie style, but how many people do you think were executed by that?
good point.
You know what I'm saying? That's what high
Yeah,
German. If they wouldn't go out in the field and do it, they'd be like, "Oh, bring him to me, and I'll dispatch him for you in front of everybody and make a lesson." You know?
good point.
So it's like,
There's a high chance.
dang, dude.
There's definitely a high chance. But that it was just the way he got it. He was given it. Uh, Someone else gave it to him when they were on their deathbed.
Wow.
I didn't ask how they came across it. I actually no. I think he bought it. I think that guy bought it. Yeah, yeah. That guy bought it later on his deathbed. Gave it to him. So that was awesome. Then we go into the room and we're checking out all his his whole arsenal.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he's from Texas,
well now he is. He's actually from here.
but he's in
So
Texas now.
he's in Texas now. He's a Texan, but
Yeehaw.
he had modern weapons.
Uh huh.
So um, and then he pulled out an M1 Garand.
Oh, that is so
That was
sick,
fucking
dude.
dope. That thing was so heavy. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I was like, this is nice. This is fucking cool. Um, M1 Garand. He had the M1 carbine from a World War II. Very
Oh
compact,
yeah.
but that was
I remember getting
awesome.
that
It
one
was
level 65 in World at War, bro. That one shit was sick, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Shoot that puppy
With the
quick.
mod triggered.
Yep. Da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Um, that was a lot smaller and lighter than I thought. Talk
I think
about
that was the main
compact.
difference is because they shot completely different
Yeah.
caliber, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's a much smaller bullet. Um, I don't remember exactly what off the top of my head,
I'm
but
not a gun
yes.
expert. Don't come at me, people.
Yeah. And then he had a M14 that they used during Vietnam. Yeah.
Dang. So is it like still one that
Um,
like is it completely made of metal?
yeah. Yeah. No. No.
No. So okay. So it's the
It
generation that
was
has wood installed into it.
there was wood. Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. That is hella old.
Um, and then some hunting rifles, and then he pulls out um fuck, a couple like Western style revolvers.
I'm trying to get my hands on one right now.
It, this shit was so cool.
Oh yeah.
God damn, those were dope. Then he pulls out this um like a man, what are they called? The not a musket, but
Flintlock.
like a black powder. Yeah, yeah, where you stuff the gunpowder,
Pretty
then
sure
you
that is a musket,
um
but
but not like the big musket tip. It was like literally reminded me of like pirates. Something that a
like, is it a
pirate would pull
pistol?
out. Yes.
Oh, so it's a flintlock pistol.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't come
And I'm
at me,
like,
experts. FTS facts.
no, he said it. So, uh, yeah, flintlock pistol.
Yeah,
Let's Google
Jack
that really quick.
Sparrow.
Yes.
Yep, Google it, baby.
Um,
Here we go. This is the best part about this shit that we can do
flintlock
with
pistol.
my
Oopsie.
5-star transitions. That if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to click that like and subscribe button and ring those bells. About to see potentially another sick transition. Brando, is the audience about to see another sick transition?
Yes, they are.
Oh, dude.
Right
All right.
here.
Make sure you guys are watching on
Bam.
YouTube.
Th-
Boom.
th- th- yes.
Get rid of
This
that.
is what he had.
Damn, dude. Nothing says Captain Jack Sparrow like this, dude. Could you
Like,
imagine getting fucking shot by this thing?
I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it shot a 50 cal, not like the 50 cal bullet that we have
You're
now,
talking
but
like
it's a
50
50
cal
caliber.
paintball, low key.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit, what the? It's so front heavy.
That is
'Cause
sick, dude.
The whole handle's wood, but
I wonder how
the
much
barrel
like
and
you
everything.
pay for that.
I don't know. I didn't ask that.
That
Yeah.
is sick, dude. And is that like kind of like exactly like what it was, like that picture right there, or was it like more worn
Yeah.
down, or what?
I mean, it was much darker.
Like darker wood.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't gold. I think it was dark and like dark silver or something. But yeah,
Dude, either way, that is
it's the same
that
design
is
and
a
everything.
beautiful pistol. That is a gem that like I mean, eventually there's probably gonna be like requests for stuff like that in a museum, you know?
Right.
And
Eventually.
that's gonna be like a priceless heirloom. I mean, the Luger. That's
Yeah.
how that's how I look. My mentor had a Luger when I was growing up, right? So whenever he would like pull it out and show it to me, I was like, he's like, "Oh, you want to hold it?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And he would teach me about gun safety when I was a kid, right? He would like put it in my hands would drop because it was so heavy, and I just wouldn't expect it, you know. So, dude, to have something like that, I wonder how much that costs. Brandon, do a quick Google. Go on eBay real quick and just see how much a flintlock pistol costs real quick, because,
Let's see.
bro, getting shot by something
wow.
like that, I could not even imagine.
Oh.
I mean, I don't even want to imagine getting shot. Period. What's the price point?
eBay. These are replicas. There's $60 for just replicas.
Okay, well, I'm talking the real deal.
Yeah.
Type in
I'm looking.
flintlock real deal
Real.
or real steel.
deal.
You ever seen that movie? I love that movie actually.
Yeah. So. Damn. I don't. 330, 350.
$350.
This is 465. I don't know if these are like old school though. They don't say.
That sounds really cheap for something like that.
Right. This is
Wow.
919, but
Because
yeah, I don't know.
one thing I'm trying to get my hands on, I'm trying to get my hands on a 357 Python from Vietnam that a lady that I know through work, her husband died, and Loki trying to buy it off her. Be like, I'm so sorry for your loss, but how much? You know,
Let me get that.
right? Love her to death, but I'm just curious and I kind of want it. You know,
See history like that, right? So the Luger's one thing, like
that's
goddamn,
the enemy's gun, which is crazy to think about, right? That was harvested off of an
Yes.
enemy.
Now, you
Looted.
don't know how much of that saw combat and whatnot.
I'm gonna say all of it.
But
Saw all of it.
Yeah. Luger's up there, and then he goes, yeah, way back there in the safe. He goes, way back there. I got a moisten the gun. I go,
What?
fuck a moisten the gun.
That is fucking
And
sick.
I'm looking.
Dude.
I'm trying to look. He goes, here, I'll pull it out. He moves a bunch of guns. He pulls it out. Hands it to me. my dad's like, "What's a moist in the gun?" I go, "Motherfucker!" And I like backhand him
Smacked him.
in his arm. Yeah, I was like, "It's a fucking moist in the gun."
Is that the
Like
one
that.
that is that the one that shot JFK?
Uh,
Which one shot JFK?
see,
Yeah, Google it. Google
what?
it. Because I'm genuinely curious because that is an old rifle. That is a very, if I am correct, that rifle was from World War One. Oh, is it from? I think it was in World War One, and it was just so good,
originated it
and it was so.
probably.
Luckily, if we have Google,
Uh, yeah.
thank you, young Brando.
Let's see. No, the what he used, what Lee Harvey Oswald used was a Carcano Model 38
I'm not
rifle.
talking about the guy who was said to shoot him. I want the real shooter. I want the one who shot
He
the
used an
magic
Italian
bullet.
bolt. He shot an Italian rifle.
Yeah, the Carcano rifle. Okay.
Similar to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
similar to it.
Wow.
But
That
the
gun's hella
Mosin,
old. That gun's even older.
yeah, it was like 38.
Yeah,
Nine.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Mosin gun, designed in 1891. Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay, so one only reason why I know that is the nerd in me playing Red Dead. You know, when you play Red Dead, you can get the Carcano rifle, and I'm like, well, if the world's most realistic game is, realistic, it's got to be for real. So I
Oh,
just took
for
his
the
word for it.
car. That was the Mosin Nagant that was 1891. Let's see this Carcano really quick.
Oh, so the Moisten Nagant was
1894.
damn. So that is, dude.
So
Okay,
yeah, 3 year difference.
it is insane how much
They look
just
very similar.
yeah, just the way how much technology like that has, like, has like changed so much. Because I mean, dude, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he just had on Palmer Luckey on there. The guy, super genius guy, made the Oculus Rift when he was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Absolute legend of the game, and now he's like making weapons. Tony Stark, if you will, right? He brought a helmet on his podcast that had, I mean, it looked I wouldn't say it looked like a normal helmet, but it was very slimmed down. It had like these fucking modules on top. They were calling them fucking wolf ears or something like that. And I'm like, that sounds a little gay, but he had these glasses that you could put on, like, and it reminded me a lot of like the Tony Stark glass. You know what I'm saying? In the later
Yeah.
Marvel movies, he had these glasses that were like, "Hey Jarvis, suck my cock," and then something would happen, right? He had these glasses, and they had like this detachable shield over it, right? That would like snap on, and he's like, okay, I want it basically to be like a hive mind, where if a drone can see it, the people on the ground can see it. If people from this angle can see it, these people can see it. And so he's basically having it to where all this AI software is scanning all these people to where, you can see him in the normal, out in the open, but you were able to see them behind a wall, right? To you, they're behind a wall, but the drone was able to see them. So you were able to completely see them behind a wall, and basically like real life wall hacks.
The image is being projected for you
Yes.
via other camera angles.
Yes, and on a heads-up display on a pair of glasses that you can take off normally, that link to the headset,
Oh,
like,
dude.
or the helmet, like.
Dude, communication would be so much easier in paintball. Oh my god.
We just need to get Lucky Palmer to join us for the forces.
Oh,
You know, or Palmer Lucky. That's what his
wonder
name
where
was.
he lives.
Okay.
Or really quick, let me finish out on the Moise and the Gaunt.
Oh yes.
Really
Sorry, bro.
So I grabbed that and was telling my dad, "Fuck Moise and the Gaunt." It's
Legendary rifle.
it. But the thing with that is that they ran out of guns. The Soviet Union during World War II
Yep.
ran out of them. And if you ever saw the movie Enemy at the Gates, that was based on actual events. Not like the whole movie, but the opening sequence when they're giving one guy a rifle, one guy ammo, one guy rifle, one guy ammo. And if the guy with the rifle dies, you pick it up. Now you're the guy with the rifle, and they didn't have enough weapons to go around to
That's crazy, because if I
all
do
the
that in
soldiers.
Valorant, I'm considered a scumbag, just waiting for my teammate to die to take his rifle. Apparently, I'm a scumbag if I do that, but in real life, it's tolerable.
Asshole.
But go ahead, sorry.
But they ran out of weapons and eventually had to quickly mass produce and pump more out. But because they ran out of weapons, any surviving Moisen Nagants, this one was made in 1943. It had the stamp on it. So made during World War II, it saw combat.
Oh, for sure.
There weren't so
Guaranteed.
many. And I said that, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's killed Germans."
Oh,
I was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
Some
So,
some Soviet Union soldier in a foxhole
he shot a
clenching for dear
sauerkraut
life.
right in the fucking head. Oh, yeah.
Ding.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is fucking sick.
Yeah, it was just like that is also just the history. And yeah, after dinner and whatnot, my dad was like, "You didn't take any pictures. How are people going on the podcast going to believe you? Or you're not going to show it on the podcast." I was like, "Look, I could talk about it, but
Pictures won't do it justice, you know?
I had it, but I had to live in the moment.
Yes,
I'm
100%.
living in the moment of taking it all in,
Hey, Dad, take a picture of me.
holding these. Yeah, yeah. So that yeah, I don't know.
You know,
It was history, holding that history.
okay. This obviously, you know me and my spiritual energy questions. Did you feel anything spiritual when you like touched it?
Nah.
Nah.
No. I'm gonna send you a picture. One that you cannot share with the podcast.
But
I just want to see your
yeah,
reaction.
okay, sweet. I like this.
This wasn't with the gun,
Text it to me. Text it
but
to me.
I did. That is what I felt. So
Oh, dude, I gotta get me one of them. What?
I saw that. I was like, whoa,
Dude, I know you saw that and you're like, I gotta take a picture of this for Hatch, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Man, dude,
Immediately.
I gotta get me one of those.
Yeah, I'm sorry, listeners. I'm sorry, but
No, you know what, listeners?
yeah,
It's better off that you guys didn't see what I just seen. You know.
yeah.
So, if you're listening to this, we love you guys. If you're watching this, there's a reason why. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I need to get me one of them, bro.
It's right on your desk, right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll take a lot to replace this book. Shout out to Dan Shelley. Make sure you guys go pick up his book I picked mine up on Amazon, Finding Me from Imposter to Icon. I haven't started reading it yet because I'm still trying to finish up my one book like I was talking about last episode. The Sheldon book came in between that time from the last episode. It actually showed up the day after we recorded the last episode. So I've had it for a while, but I'm still trying to finish my book. And I'm a slow reader. Relax, guys. Don't make fun of me too fucking hard. Yeah. I try to read out loud sometimes to myself in a room to try to make myself better, but it's not working. Okay?
Yeah,
So
he
chill
makes
out.
fun of himself for how slow he reads.
I have to, bro, because I feel like if I don't, I'm really gonna get insecure and really fight myself, But I gotta make a joke out of it to make myself feel okay, right? So, okay. So that was your trip overall, right?
I think so for the most part. Let me see. Another thing, Texas.
Texas.
At least in that area. As soon as we got into Texas, I'm like,
All the Oni boys are
Actually,
listening right now, pissed.
yeah, I know. It was actually the second half of New Mexico into Texas, North Texas, and everything. I'm looking around like, oh, as far as the eye can see,
It's nothing.
nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. Eventually, we got some like little rolling hills, nothing crazy, but just little rolling hills, but flat, right? Just super flat. And thinking about it, like, well, I think it's flat here at home, but I look to the west, at I could see Mount Diablo and that whole mountain range.
Okay.
And just on the other side of that is the Bay Area,
Yep.
right?
The ocean.
I look just to the north of that. I see the bottom of the coastal mountain range for the fucking beautiful drive up Highway 1 on the coast range of um California.
Yep. Beautiful.
I looked I looked to the east. I could see the Sierra Nevadas. I mean, fucking as far as you can look on a clear day, it's all Sierra Nevada mountains. And the north part where all the snow is, that's I could see South Lake Tahoe.
Wow.
That's 2 hours away. Like I could see it. I could look. Oh yeah, there's snow up there.
Hmm.
Um, there's stuff that you could see, go to of course, but I got all that. But here in the valley, it's flat as well,
Oh yeah, it is.
just like there. But outside of the outskirts of the cities where it's all farmland,
Mm-hmm.
everything else is like tree. There's a lot of trees that break up the
The lines of
flatness.
sight.
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't seem that flat until you get into elevation or
But you can see down on
farmland.
everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking
So
Texas.
yeah. I was making fun of that. Just like as far as the eye can see, nothing, just flat, just horizon.
Man.
But it was beautiful, beautiful weather. I'll give you that. It was we just missed a storm, so it wasn't just um not very humid or anything. And then
Nice.
barbecue. Get the barbecue really quick.
Okay.
Touch on that. Got some brisket. Brisket was really good.
Uh-huh.
Goddamn, that was some fresh ass brisket.
Fresher than Bucky's?
Oh yeah, no, better. Both fresh, much more flavorful. But what I did get that I really liked was almost 2 pounds of ribs.
Damn.
And
In one sitting?
goddamn,
Almost 2 pounds?
absolutely, it's lasagna king that you're talking to.
I agree. That's
You know?
why that you didn't did you see oh my god, 2 pounds? I said, oh, 2 pounds? One sitting?
Yeah,
Like that was easy for
yeah,
you, because I knew.
definitely. I could have doubled that easily. Um, yeah, dude, those were the best ribs I've ever had.
Ever in your life.
My God, yeah,
What was that place called?
for sure. It was Hutchins Barbecue.
Hutchins Barbecue. Okay. All right,
Hutchins.
last year, I know you're listening to this. You got to let me know what you think of Hutchins and if we're going to go next time I'm in Texas. So let me know. Hutchins. Shout out to Hutchins Barbecue because apparently it has the best brisket Brando's ever had in his entire. Or no,
Whoa,
sorry,
whoa, I
ribs,
didn't
ribs,
say
ribs,
brisket.
ribs. Sorry,
Ribs.
ribs.
Yeah, I think it
Forgive
was
me.
beef ribs.
Beef
On it,
ribs.
my dad and I wanted pork ribs. We had to wait like 15 minutes for that.
And you were like,
We
fuck that?
I was like, give me the beef ribs.
Yep.
Didn't disappoint.
Okay,
Oh.
so best beef ribs that Brando's ever had in his life. Hutchinson place.
Hutchins.
Hutchins.
Hutchins Barbecue.
Hutchins Barbecue. Okay. So, nice. Well, Brando, glad you're back home safe. I'm excited to see you this weekend because, I didn't get to see you. I mean, shit, dude. It's been a couple weekends since I've actually gotten to see you. We've been cool. Our coordination has not been on point.
Yeah. No.
So, I mean, I've been seeing you through the podcast as of late. But,
I know. You're forgetting how the life size of me.
Yep, I know. I picture you just way taller. Then when I see you, I'm like, where's he at? And I look down, I'm like, oh shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like I'm an inch
ego.
taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, ego's way taller than me, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
okay, so one of the themes that I wanted to go with this episode of the podcast is nostalgia, right? Nostalgia, and you know what? I got a game. I got a nostalgia game to play with Brando, right? And so what I got here is Brando. One thing that we're 90s babies, but we're on the tail end. But what we did get to grow up with was like the early to mid 2000s. Like we got to a lot of good shows. Even in the 90s, we got a lot of good shows.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do a versus game of Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network shows. Right? We're gonna keep score. Okay. All right. So Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. Brando, which has the better shows? So first off, Fairly Odd Parents versus Dexter's Laboratory. Which one are you
Ooh.
picking?
Oh.
Which one are you picking, dude? DD, get out of my laboratory! Like that one was just so good. Banger.
Dexter was really good.
But Fairly Odd Parents,
But I watched more Fairly Odd Parents.
I did too, bro. I thought that was really. Remember that one fairy with the purple eyes? His name was like Moltissimo or something like that.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep. Montissimo.
Fuck, what was that one guy from Fairly Odd Parents he was like the fucking fairy that was like the general that had like the huge ass chin?
Yeah, it was like an Arnold Schwarzenegger
yes.
knockoff.
Yes. What was his name, bro? I don't remember. Jorgen Mikjegovic or something like that. Do you know? Does that sound kind of close?
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Sorry.
It's like Jorgen or something like that. Something crazy.
Hey, buddy, you're not gonna get me.
Oh, okay. All right. I promise I wasn't gonna get you. I promise. But
hold on. Was it General?
I don't think it was General.
Fairy.
Yeah, General Fairy.
Yeah, Jorgen von Strangle.
That is a crazy Jordan von Strang. You know, how am I so accustomed to that? Where I haven't even. How could I not remember that? Okay,
That's
so
great.
Fairly Odd Parents versus Dexter's Laboratory. You had to pick one. Which one are you going?
Fuck. I'm gonna have to say Fairly Odd Parents. I really. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is it interesting? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, can you hear me?
We're good.
Yep,
We're good. So I did like Dexter's Laboratory, but I'm gonna have to go Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. All right, so that's one for Nickelodeon, right? I have some ones, so the score could lean either way, but we might have a high scoring game here. So next on the list, we got Jimmy Neutron versus Johnny Bravo.
Ooh.
They both, you know, interesting hair.
Yes, I'm gonna say Jimmy Neutron. Because when I was a kid, I had a teacher call me Jimmy Neutron because I had a mohawk and it stood up tall like his hair, and with my big ass head, it was disproportionate.
What a compliment
to my body. Yeah. Definitely not for the brains, just the looks.
Okay, Johnny Bravo gave me the confidence to like talk to chicks, right? Because he was like, "Hey, little lady," you know, and he like flex his muscles and shit, right? Maybe that's where I got some of my confidence today when it comes to talking to people is from Johnny Bravo. But
yeah,
Jimmy Neutron, boy genius, bro. Carl Weezer, Sheen,
ooh.
Dude, Goddard,
yeah,
bro, legendary show. For me personally, I gotta go with Jimmy Neutron. Me personally, what would you?
Yeah.
So you're Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
All right, so you gotta keep score for me. That's
got
2 for Nickelodeon. It's 2 for Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next, Hey Arnold versus Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Ooh, this is Courage all day.
I agree.
Look, I like Hey Arnold, but I feel like
Hey Arnold had a lot of life lessons, but
yes,
Courage.
Most of the time I catch Hey Arnold is late at night, or I wake up at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and it's playing on the TV. And it's like, oh, I'll watch this.
You know? Oh yeah, dude.
But Courage the Cowardly Dog, I'll sit down and watch that.
Dude, you know, I always thought the whole perception of that was so interesting. I'm pretty sure the story is like, because from a dog's perspective, right? It's all from a dog's perspective. Courage. Outside the door, he has no idea what's out there, so he just assumes nothing, right? So that's why there's nothing outside of their house, right? And anybody who comes into the house is a monster, because usually when a dog sees a new person in their house, they're usually like, whoa, what the fuck is this thing? Like, who is this person coming into my territory? And so Courage always just has this assumption that they're bad, which usually they are in the show, usually.
You know
right?
What?
But
that's a very... I never thought about
interesting,
it
right?
That way. Yeah. I mean, you're making good points on it, and it would make sense.
Right? He's like, oh man, like, hell no, like, I'm not going outside. There's nothing out. Why would I go outside? There's nothing out there. You know, he's comfortable with his own little bubble.
Yeah.
And also, Courage the Cowardly Dog also had AI way before we did. Remember when you go to the computer and type in whatever, and the computer would just read him whatever it was? He had he had like an AI voice. Like, bro, way ahead of its time.
Future.
So I'm going to Courage. I'm voting Courage on that one, me personally.
Yeah, I'm going Courage as well.
Okay, right. What's the score now?
2-1? Nickelodeon 2. Yep.
Okay.
Cartoon Network.
Oh man, we're getting into some heavy hitters. Drake and Josh or Ed, Edd n Eddy? Ooh,
Why
dude,
couldn't we just stick with like cartoons and not live action
the
shows?
Jawbreakers. The Jawbreakers on Ed, Ed, and Eddie, bro. I've always wanted to taste one, dude.
Fuck, dude.
With Jimmy Neutron, I've always
So,
wanted to try Purple Flurp. Remember that was in there?
yeah. Um, see, Ed and Eddie when I was younger,
So good, bro.
it was all Ed and Eddie. I even had friends that weren't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, I did too, and I was like, why? You know what? I actually did hear it's because one of the guys, Eddie, since he's like a scammer, and and a lot of parents didn't want their kids being like idolizing someone who like tries to scam other people for quarters for
Mhm.
Jawbreakers or something like that. Which I can kind of see,
Yeah.
but shut up, you fucking pussy. Raise your child right then. You know?
Man, fuck, dude. Ed and Eddie and Drake and Josh.
Dude, I liked Rolf from Ed, Ed and Eddie. You know?
Hmm.
Another day, son of a shepherd, Ed boy. You know, he was an OG character. But Drake and Josh though, dude, I reference that show all the time. You know, spherical, right? We reference that shit all the time. Remember when they
Yeah.
dressed up as rabbis to get into the movie? They're like, peep
Yep.
peep to doodly doo, right? Remember that? They're like, and Helen, the black movie theater owner,
Manager.
right?
Yep.
Right? She's like, pip pip to doodly. I'm gonna start saying that, you know. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, that is just such a good show that really reminds me of. It sucks that there's kind of like a documentaries have come out. That show is actually really dark behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes of that show.
Hey,
but
look.
I don't give a
Look,
fuck. I'm
that's how you
talking
get
about what's on
funny
the
shows.
screen. I'm talking about what's on the screen.
Yeah, that's how you get funny shows and funny people.
Remember
right?
when they had
So-
Kimbo Slice play Santa Claus in Drake and Josh?
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, I'm not even messing with you, bro. There was a Christmas special where Kimbo Slice, R.I.P., was Santa. I'm not even messing with you. And, okay, remember the episode of Drake and Josh where they were building a treehouse, and they're like,
Oh.
he's like, where's the door, Drake? He's like, I drew the door with magic marker. And he's like, why don't you go on out there and get me the saw? And he's like, sure. Walks into the wall, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, that is top tier comedy for us. Like we didn't grow up with Skibbity fucking Toilet. We grew up with Drake and Josh and all that good stuff. You know, so Drake and Josh or Ed, Ed and Eddie. Which one are you picking?
I'm gonna have to go with Drake and Josh.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
That's a hard one
Ed
for
and
me.
Eddie. Oh man.
This is your score, so
Yeah.
your score is what's going on. Is gonna be the final match, final score.
I think Drake and Josh is just it's a little more memorable. I think Ed and Eddie. I was just a little young. It was I watched it all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever it was on,
Funny,
whenever
bro.
I saw that it was on Cartoon Network, turn it on. But again, yeah, I'm gonna have to go Drake and Josh.
I feel like I definitely make way too many Drake and Josh references to like not pick Drake and Josh.
No.
You know.
No, yeah.
You know.
It's just more memorable.
Okay.
Again, it might have been because you were a little older, but
Yep. I definitely got more, and I'm open to debate with any of these, Brando. I'll play devil's advocate no matter what. SpongeBob or Adventure Time?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob clears. Honestly, and I heard Adventure. That was kind of. I was getting a little older when Adventure Time kind of came into the picture, right?
Same.
So, but I have heard that the show's actually like has a lot of like lessons, and it's kind of like low-key like emotional sometimes. I've heard, but
Look,
dude,
but if you're going up against SpongeBob.
let me tell you, if we're talking about emotional, bro, it was more than a bet. He's my best friend. You know, dude, Gary come home. I will never forget that. I actually like almost cried seeing what was going on with Gary, thinking this SpongeBob is just thinking that he's just gone forever. You know, like there's just so many. You know, okay, this is a stupid ass memory, but this is so burned into my head when it comes to SpongeBob. I remember when I was really, really young, like a kid, and I first showed my friends SpongeBob, and we were watching that one episode where it was the bubble stand. Remember that one where it's like,
Yeah.
technique, and they're like trying to teach Squidward how to blow a bubble, right? Yep, right, fucking crazy. I remember we're watching this for the very first time, right? And I think SpongeBob someone blows a bubble where it is an elephant. It is obviously a fucking elephant. And then Patrick is like, It's a giraffe. And my friend, just because he said it was a completely wrong animal, dude, he started busting up laughing so hard to where he had a fucking asthma attack. And I'm like,
Oh.
I'm laughing so hard because he's laughing so hard, and then eventually he's like, and I'm like, you okay, bro? And he's like, I can't tell if he's like laughing because he's like smiling, but he's like smiling like in pain, and his face is getting like purple, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get your mom, buddy. So I had to like run over and I'm like, I think he's having an asthma attack. And sure as shit he was. He had to go to the hospital that day.
Damn.
Right.
You sent him into an asthma attack.
I did not send him into an asthma attack. Patrick's fucking stupidity sent him into an asthma attack. But
Wow.
yeah, that's just one SpongeBob story. So I honestly, SpongeBob is arguably the greatest cartoon of all time, and I think Adventure Time just happened to be its victim. You know, it sweeps Adventure Time in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, ask me a character's name from Adventure Time.
What's its characters from Adventure Time?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. I know Jake the dog.
Yeah. I didn't even know.
Yep.
No idea.
I know that's the same guy who voices Jake the dog is the same guy who voices Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you know that?
Interesting. No.
Yeah, I learned that pretty recently too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So pretty sick. Okay, moving on to the next one. Ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
This, for me personally, this is kind of a show that I kind of went out on, but okay, Victorious or regular show?
I've never seen regular show, so
Victorious?
I'm gonna have to go Victorious.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
By default. I mean, I'd watch Victorious when my little sister was watching it, but yeah, I think I was too old for both of them, but I'd never seen the regular show.
Honestly, bro, I think the reason why I watched Victorious is there were just so many fine ass women on that show. Oh my god, bro! Like there was no such thing as an ugly female on that show.
Oh, that's right. Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande was on that show. Victoria Justice, dude. Jade, bro. Jade triggered something in me when I was young, and I was like,
Was she
whoa.
like the
she was like the goth
emo
girl.
or gothic
yes.
one? Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
whoa. And then Victoria's sister Trina, I was like, damn, she hot, but she's teaching me everything I don't want to have in a girl. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Life lessons.
Huge life lessons. So I would have to pick Victorious over regular show because fuck regular show. But
have you seen regular show?
I've seen like 30 seconds of it. That shit just kind of like, I'm like, regular show? I'm not trying to watch a regular show. I'm trying to watch a spectacular show. You know? My mind, I don't even know when that show even came out when I was younger. But, okay. We're hitting some bangers here. Zoe 101 or Codename Kids Next Door?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go Zoe 101.
What?
I never couldn't get into Codenames Kid Next Door. Yeah.
Dude, I always thought the Codename Kids Next Door was so sick because they have this ginormous treehouse base.
I know. It like I don't know. It never held on to me. You know, I'd watch it just like whatever. It's kind of boring.
You know, okay.
I find it entertaining.
Some tragicness about Codename Kids Next Door, if I am correct. So number one, he was bald, right? So I'm pretty sure all of this is a figment of his imagination, I think, where he has cancer, right? And his friends are all supporting him, and it's like everything is like way hyperbolized than what it should be. It's the last episode of Codename Kids Next Door. He's like, number one, you're the chosen one, and you have to go start this whole new league of the kids next door on the moon in space or some shit. And so they're like doing a final farewell of him like launching off into space to take care of that branch of the kids next door. But in reality, he's dying from cancer because he's bald, right? Going through chemo and all that, right? So it's like that one I was like, wow, holy shit, that one fucked me up. But also,
that's a deep meaning,
right? I thought it was very interesting when it came to the whole, like, when you turn 13, you become a teenager, your memory gets wiped. You don't remember being in the kids next door or anything. And I'm like, damn, when I hit 13, am I gonna forget being in the kids next door? You know, I definitely remember that being a kid. Made me hate wanting to become an adult.
I don't know. Maybe you were, and now they projected some memories into you.
No, they wiped it like Men in Black.
Like
Shoo-ching! Wiped it.
Was that really the premise of Codenames Kid Next Door?
I feel like yes, but it's FTS facts, so it's for sure true. But I bet if you were to look it up, you would find something very similar. Okay. Next, you ready for this one, Brando? Have you been keeping score?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So you picked Zoe 101 over Kids Next Door.
I did.
That's
yes.
great. That's a crazy take. Okay. Rugrats or Powerpuff Girls? Oh, yeah, baby. That's a good one, right? Rugrats or Powerpuff Girls? Because let me just say, okay, I don't have a dad. Powerpuff Girls were special to me, dude. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. All went well until Chemical X. Oh, I like where you were going with that.
These are the key ingredients.
Right?
These are the key ingredients to make. Yeah.
Right.
Powerpuff Girls.
And I thought sure those are girls, right? But dude, the Powerpuff Girl, like I thought that was sick. You know?
Yeah.
And dude, Professor X, dude, he's the best dad in almost all of show history, bro. He ain't getting distracted by the shouties. He's making sure single dad, taking care of 3 triplets that have superpowers, bro. Great dad.
Yep.
That's all I can say. What's his name, Mr. Professor?
Sure.
I think that was his name. Mr. Professor.
I don't remember his name. You said great dad. I'm gonna send you this link to who I thought was a great dad. Gonna be on Instagram though. But actually, no, scratch that. I'm gonna send it in the FTS chat. But yeah, dude, fuck.
That's the cool guy of the week.
Loved. No. I just thought it was funny. It triggered the reminder.
Yeah.
But the goddamn Powerpuff Girls, that was like a feel good show. I did like watching Mojo Jojo.
Yep.
Coming out. Fuck, but against Rugrats,
right? Rugrats, that's like a childhood staple.
Watching it, I was like, I still want to be in diapers,
dude. Bro, okay.
So I could hide stuff in there, like
Rugrats in Paris, bro. When Chucky, you've seen that movie, right?
Yes.
Dude, when Chucky was singing that one song where he's like, I want a mom that laugh. Dude, that shit fucked me up, dude, because I was like, damn, dude. You know? That shit is a different feeling. You know? Because it kind of like showed the struggle of just having like one parent, you know? And it was kind of like it kind of portrayed what Chucky's dad had to go through as like being like a single dad. You know? I mean, a lot of people had to go through that as single parents. So I thought that was just like a very interesting. And then they go to fucking Japan or whatever, fucking to a Reptar orchestra or whatever. Sick. I'd go to a Reptar orchestra. But then he finds the Asian chick and he falls in love. Like, dude, that is a story, bro. That is a great story.
Still good story.
So shout out to Reptar, dude.
Man, these are like.
That's a hard one, right?
It is. You know.
We have 2 more after this. Well, that's the final one.
Why couldn't like Powerpuff Girls be up against Victorious or Zoe 101?
No, we gotta do some heavy hitters.
God, I'm gonna have to go Rugrats.
Real over Powerpuff Girls.
I'm gonna have to go Rugrats.
Why?
Because that's what I wanted. I wanted like a group of friends as a baby running around doing adventures like that. Putting stuff in my diapers for these exact scenarios. You know, when they were playing in the backyard in like the sandbox or something, and then all of a sudden it was like they were in the desert. They were trying to get to the water
imagination.
Yes, power of imagination. And yeah, I don't know. That just Rugrats, dude. Rugrats. I just want to be in that universe.
Okay, Rugrats. I like that one, dude. Stu Pickle. Shout out to Stu Pickles. He's an alright dad. He looked a little rough.
Just doing everything to provide.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, when you probably got fucking 12 kids in your house every day, that shit must be chaotic.
Yeah, he's fucking super tired.
Okay.
Low eyes.
Yeah, I remember his 5 o'clock shadow. You know that guy was suffering.
Yeah.
But okay, you ready for the? If we got 2 more, then we'll count up the score. The Wild Thornberries or Samurai Jack?
Ooh, this is easy. Wild Thornberries.
Oh yeah, Samurai Jack is sick. I like that show more as an adult than when I was a kid. Like sometimes when like I'll see like a YouTube video of it of like, because I never really finished it. you know, because I was really young and I didn't really understand fucking Haku or whatever the fuck that demon spirit was that was after him, right? But dude, Wild Thornberries, Donnie, you know, love that guy. I always thought that one guy, the dad, what was his name? Nigel Thornberry, where he had the fucking big ass smashing. You know, I really liked that guy a lot. But do you guys remember the Wild Thornberries Rugrats crossover?
Vaguely.
I remember that was like an orange VHS tape. I remember having that.
So was the Rugrats.
Yes, the Rugrats movie also was orange
too.
as well. I think all those OG Nick movies were.
Isn't that weird? They were just different colors.
Yeah, like I wonder why that was. Obviously, it's Nickelodeon, but I wonder if they had like they're like, oh, every single one is black. Fuck it, let's make them orange. You know, I wonder why another company didn't like, oh, let's make blue VHS tapes. Let's make green VHS tapes. Every single one of them were black, so when you saw the orange one, you knew.
I think they said the black ones they run a little faster within the VCR.
You're absolutely right. Long tape bone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Longer film in there in the tape. Yep.
Yeah. They never rewind.
Never.
Okay, next one. Ready for this? This one low key would be a hard one. This one's a hard one for me. I'm definitely conflicted on this one. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Did you ever watch that one?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Ooh.
Dude, that is a hard one, dude. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, that genuinely has some good ass lessons that like definitely got me through kind of like high school, you know, where it was like I'm trying to. Okay, Brando, look up if there's a guide. Look up if the guide is actually like there's where we can look at some of the chapters, see if there's actual guide of what it's like to, because there were so many interesting characters in that show. Remember the one guy that would fart all the time? His name was like Toot Toot, and he'd be like Toot Toot, and he would like fart and clear out a room.
Yep.
Dude, yeah. Coconut Head.
Wow, it only ran for 3 seasons. Jesus.
Dude, I remember, dude, I felt it, bro. I had a crush on Susie Crabgrass. I felt it.
Yeah.
Amen, right? But then I realized that Mo was beautiful, dude, you know? At the very end of the show. I was like, damn, you know, he's been there all along.
So what I wanted to do, cuz it ran from 05 to 07.
Okay.
I went into middle school in 2007, the late 2007. So it was done last.
So it was done right when you got in?
June. Right before, yeah. So what I wanted to do was to be able to go back because we had a Comcast and you were able to record episodes.
Oh,
I wanted to go back, record every episode, take notes on it because they're just giving you notes. Dude,
free advice on how to survive.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, man, I'm gonna, man, this hurts. I'm gonna have to go. It's Declassified, yeah.
Over Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's one of those ones that, damn it.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy for me, like, I mean, you can even look at the server that we're in right now. The profile picture is fucking Billy. I think that if Billy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Patrick from SpongeBob had a fucking stupid off, I think the world would explode. But Billy, and Grim, bro, the Jamaican Grim Reaper. I've never heard of a more original idea than have a fucking Jamaican Grim Reaper. You know? And I just remember that show not being scary, but I was like, man, that shit's crazy. Hostel Gatto. Remember that guy? He was like it was like a Van Helsing-esque figure named Hostel Gatto.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty sick. But okay, so for you, you're Ned's Declassified for you sweeps.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
Yeah, Ned's Declassified. Here we. What?
I want to know some of the rules on the survival guide. I want to know some of the tips.
Here we go. Here, daydreaming. Don't be too obvious. Avoid the out the window dream.
Valid.
Daydream at an educational classroom item. Daydream actually helps you come up with the solutions. Avoid drooling. If you're
Valid.
daydreaming, look in front of the class. Don't stare into space. It's the best. It's best to not daydream in class, as you can miss important things. Try your hardest not to. I was on daydreaming.
Okay. Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me one more. Uh-oh. Something's going on. Okay. Anyway, but overall, though, I'm genuinely curious on to see the score when it comes to. I don't know what's going on, Brando. So, is he jumping out the window? Huh. I wonder what he's doing right now. But what's up, buddy? You okay?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
You're good.
The house started shaking. I was like, "What the?" But I could
Earthquake?
hear a rumble. No, it was like a military helicopter. It was fucking hella low.
Damn. Getting picked up?
It, yeah, apparently I don't know, but the house started shaking.
Damn. Okay.
So it's crazy.
Okay.
Stockton.
So what's the score? What's the score overall? Who wins, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
So with the score of 9-1,
What?
Nickelodeon wins.
You picked 9?
Look, man, yeah, like the hell. Put
Damn.
Powerpuff Girls against Victorious or Zoe 101. That wins. You know, Ed and Eddie against the other one. You know, that
Drake
wins.
and Josh?
Dexter's Drake and Josh. You know, that what did that go up against? That went up against Ed and Eddie. You know, it's tight race with them two. Tight race with Ned's and um uh Billy and Mandy's. God damn it, I didn't write that one down. Um, Tight race against Rugrats and Powerpuff Girls. Oh,
That's
tight
rough.
race against them all. But
That's rough.
you know,
So overall,
I guess I'm a Nickelodeon kid.
yeah, best. I always thought I was a Cartoon Network kid. You know, I was like, oh, Cartoon Network's way cooler. I thought that Nickelodeon was for like the little kids. You know, Cartoon Network. You know, there was some blood in the show every once in a while. You know, someone get punched in the face, but
Yeah.
you know, you see a little bit fruitier shows on Nickelodeon. But you know what? I guess we learned all along. We are a bunch of fucking fruitcakes, Brando. We like Nickelodeon more.
I know. I guess so. Damn it.
So
I think we didn't choose Disney.
thank God. I mean, Disney shows, dude. What Disney shows are even there?
You got That's So Raven.
That's
You
So
got
Raven.
Phil
That's a
of
good
the
one.
Future.
Zach and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Life on
You
Deck.
got Zach and Cody.
What's another one?
Man.
Oh, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yep. Disney shows.
What's this?
Let's see.
What else is on there?
No, what the hell is that?
Oh, Jesse.
Want
I'm
no
pretty sure Jesse
new
was on there.
shows? Recess.
Recess was on Disney. That's 90s as hell, dude.
Recess was on.
I bet it's not even called Recess anymore in
right,
elementary
dude.
school. I bet it's called like Break. Break 1.
Ooh.
Like you're in fucking prison.
I remember the Mighty Ducks being played.
Oh, I remember the Mighty
Yep.
Ducks.
Or man, what else? Hannah Montana.
Whew,
Doc.
that's a banger. That was a banger.
Even Stevens.
I was a little too young for that.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Maybe I was because when people would call me Even Steven, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't ever fucking call me that shit again. You know? When people would call me Even Steven.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Do not talk to me. You know, because a lot of people just call me Hatch growing up. So it's like when people just
Really?
a lot of people. I mean, Brandon, how weird is it for you to call me by my first name?
I ain't doing that.
It's weird, right? It's weird.
Even if you told me to start calling you by your first name.
If Brando
your first
called
name's
me
Hatch.
by my first name in a sentence in person, I would instantly be on guard. I would be looking around. I'd be checking all my exits. I'd be seeing how many opposition and how many tangos are around. I would see where the laser that I'm about to get fucking assassinated from is coming from. Because if he's using my first name, we are on a DEFCON 1-esque mission. He's using my first name.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No.
But, okay. The nostalgia when it comes to those old shows kind of gets me where I'm like, man, all the shows now, like, suck. compared to what we had then. You know, the shows actually have like life lessons. You know, like I remember one that it definitely hit really hard for a different generation. I remember I went to school with someone who was Vietnamese and kind of had a similar story. But when like one of the characters, like when the war with Vietnam came down, right, there was like a thing where soldiers were invading and blah blah, and he had to give up his daughter. Like there was only enough room for his daughter or him, so he gave up his daughter, and his daughter went to the United States, right, and he came to the United States like 25 years later, like looking for her the whole time. Then they reunited 25 years later. You know, that's just like a interesting story where they actually portrayed the war of Vietnam, you know, and how kind of like crazy it was, you know, very interesting life lessons.
In a show?
Yeah. Hey Arnold, I'm not even messing with you.
Seriously?
I'm not even messing with you. We'll watch it. We'll watch it after. But Brando, you can watch it right now if you want. But I'm not even messing with you. There were a ton of life lessons like that, and I think there were even life lessons about Arnold himself, about how, because I'm pretty sure he lived with his grandpa who had a fucking ball sack looking chin, Peter Griffin chin, before Peter Griffin even existed, I think. But man, his room was always so cool when I was younger. Are you looking it up? You see it?
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy. Okay.
Very, very interesting life lessons, because you kind of were allowed to talk about that stuff back then. Like everything now, everybody's so much of a fucking weenie where like, oh, the kids don't need to know about that. Kids don't need to know about that, you know?
Oh, kids, they got access to the internet. They know about that.
For sure. I'm putting 4chan as my child's starting browser. I've never even used 4chan.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna put it as your starting browser.
Okay.
So.
I've still never used it. I still use Reddit sometimes. Watch people die is how I get the fix. Sure. But Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I still gotta. I still have to invite you to a Facebook group I'm on.
Oh, yes, I like the way that's going. Okay, but speaking of nostalgia, this is kind of one thing that I wanted to talk about. We're getting in the season. We're getting towards the end of October. Brando, what do you think is changing so much between from when we were kids at Halloween compared to what's going on with, like, nowadays? You know, like what? Like, because I remember like going around like the neighborhood, and we'd do our local neighborhood, and then we would get into a car, and this is when I was a kid. We'd get into a car and then go to like the rich neighborhoods, you know, the ones with like the big candy bars, you know.
Yeah, you hit your own. You go to a family members or friends elsewhere. You hit their neighborhood. You go. Get in the cars, you drive to another neighborhood, you hit that, and then before the night's over, you definitely go up and hit the rich neighborhood. For us, it was AG Spanos. Always hit up AG Spanos. He's the owner of the LA Chargers. He lives here in Stockton.
Oh.
You always go to his house. He has security at the front gates handing king size candy bars.
Oh fuck, dude! If I had that much money,
size.
If FTS makes us that much money, you better fucking come on over here and get trick or treating done over here, because FTS is gonna take care of you if we're rich one day.
Yeah.
If we're rich, that's the goal. You know, maybe we'll own a football team. You know.
Well, might as well. Maybe lingerie football team.
Oh, that'd be sick as fuck. Holy shit, that's actually doable.
Yeah, can't. Yeah, see, the guys wearing fishnets, right?
That's actually doable. But you don't think that. Wait, what? What did you just fucking say, bro? Dude, I looked to my right to read something, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you got me so good.
So, I don't know. I just, it doesn't seem like as many kids are going out and trick-or-treating, which is peculiar. I don't know whether it's them not wanting to, or their parents maybe not letting them to, or wanting to, or... I don't know. I mean, we certainly don't live in a very upscale neighborhood, or maybe that's it. Maybe instead of doing their own neighborhood, they're going to just the more expensive neighborhoods. It just doesn't seem as packed as it was growing up.
You know, because like, what is it? Trunk or treat? I honestly thought that shit killed trick or treating, bro. Because I felt like parents were just
Good
fucking
point.
lazy. They're like, fuck it, let's go to the local church and walk around in a circle of people's trunks handing out candy instead of like going to the neighborhood. Because the neighborhood, you have to go up to somebody's door, ring the doorbell, say trick or treat. But in trunk or treat, you're walking around in a circle where people are throwing candy at you, basically.
Have you ever been to one? I never have.
So when I was like a kid and somebody was taking me trick or treating, I never went to trunk or treat. I participated in trunk or treat when I was a little bit older, and I was like one of the ones like handing out candy, and I'm like, I'm looking around, I'm like, bro, why the fuck are these kids not walking around in the neighborhood getting it? Like the good old fashioned way,
Yeah.
The kids are using their little
Yeah.
fucking pumpkin handy dandy fucking bucket. No, dude, use a pillowcase.
Yep.
Like the pillowcase is the ultimate
volume.
one. You may be lacking lumbar support because you don't have a handle like on the pumpkin, but dude,
Hey man.
at the end of the
Yeah,
night you
man,
had the
just carry
Santa
it.
sack, bro. You had the Santa sack of Halloween candy after, and now it's like, now everybody's worried about getting fucking staples on your pixie sticks because there might be fentanyl in it. Like, so fucking lame.
I was just gonna ask. Have you ever came across something that was contaminated, poisoned? Do you know anyone that had ever consumed a candy during Halloween that was messed with?
No, never.
The fuck, parents?
Right?
Like, what kind of bullshit is this? This is before
Let me tell you first. That
cell
was
phones
just
and everything. How did this random ass rumor get spread? God damn it!
I
You know how much
completely
good
agree.
candy we threw away?
Not even, first of all, the fact that they told you they threw it away is a fucking lie. They for sure went by in the corner, like, oh, let me drop this off in my own little stash. Oh, yeah.
Not about that.
Oh, yeah.
Look, look here. Listen, I want retributions for you guys taking my goddamn candy. I worked long and hard
Oh, you mean
off of my
reparations?
little legs. That's what I said.
Yo, dude, I want reparations
Um,
too for it, brother. I'm owed it.
yep. So, mom and dad, I'll be waiting. I know where you guys live. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, you're just going to drive back over to your dad's real quick. Confront him.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that I've always thought kind of like killed Halloween is like the trunk or treat. It makes it way easier for parents to be like, I guess I'm not a parent, so it's like my opinion is probably invalid, but it's like I feel like that's so lazy. It's like it's like a
It's
tradition.
safer, I guess, but yeah, it's the thing. It's the thing. I don't know. And do you see many houses decorated still?
Honestly, bro, not even anywhere near as much because I think our generation is getting older, and now that if you even can get a fucking house, like right, no, okay, the people who own houses now are either too old to set it up themselves, or it's like now that the younger people like they're moving into apartments and stuff like that, they don't have time, the willpower, or anything like that to decorate. To where I think kids are like, oh well, that house isn't even decorated. Why would I go ask them for candy?
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, damn.
You know?
That sucks.
Because like, dude, when Callie was alive, I remember I would go and I would ride my longboard and have her on a leash and be in my inflatable dinosaur costume that I have in my closet and just ride around there with my Bluetooth speaker, just like blasting the Jurassic Park theme song. And dude, I was like a fucking fan favorite in my neighborhood. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, like, dude, let's take a picture." And I'm like, "I'm just a dinosaur," People loved seeing a ginormous dinosaur being pulled at like 17 to 20 miles an hour by a dog, just fucking flying through the neighborhood on my longboard. People would love just hearing the Jurassic Park theme song being blasted through each house. But I miss the way old Halloween used to be. Maybe just because I'm not a kid and I just can't really experience it anymore. It's kind of like the bittersweet. I'm never gonna be able to experience what it truly was back then. But what is it now?
I mean, what's stopping you from putting on a costume that they can't see you and just
I
trick or
actually did
treat?
that not even like too long ago. Maybe like 2 years ago. I was using that same exact costume, the inflatable dinosaur costume, and I was going around, and they'd be like, "Oh, like what are the magic words?" And I'd just be like shaking my bag, just like making the ruffling sound, and they'd be like, oh, you must be deaf or something, and then they give me candy. You know?
Thanks,
Yeah,
bitch.
I'm like smiling behind because they can't fucking see shit. I'm in a giant inflatable dinosaur costume. What are they gonna do? You know, they're gonna
God.
check my ID. Fucking 28-year-old dude in a dinosaur costume trick or treating. Honestly, dude, because okay, I would rather have that than one of those kids that's like those 17, 18-year-old kids that just don't even have a fucking costume and they're like coming up to you with like
Yeah.
trick or treat. Fuck you,
With
kid.
the
You could have gotten a
backpack.
costume,
Yeah.
buddy. Oh yeah, holding open the
At
backpack.
least
Oh,
try.
dude, that one was that you at some point?
Oh
Okay,
no.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
No, my dad made sure to do Halloween right. He my dad he was good with makeup. He
Hmm.
was able to put makeup on me and um think maybe one of the best ones that I think he's proud of doing was when The Dark Knight came out. I did the
Oh,
Joker and
I
everything.
bet
You know, everyone had the mask that came with it. Didn't even use it.
you had the
We spray
face.
painted my hair because
Oh
I had
yeah.
long hair. Yep. He painted my face and then he made me scars with mold
Oh,
like
paper mache or some shit.
like putty or something. You know, made me scars and painted it all. It looked really good.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I gotta find a picture of that one day, dude.
Ooh,
Okay,
I'll ask.
what
Yeah,
is your favorite costume you ever dressed up as? That one?
it might be that. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
That there was one. It always reminded me of Starship Troopers, something like that. I remember just that was like near and dear to my heart when I was little. This green costume with like a chest plate, a mask or a helmet or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just reminded me of Starship Troopers that I really liked.
Nice. I mean, dude, I remember when I think I was like 20, and I remember I dressed up as an Enderman from Minecraft. Right, so I'm all black. I'm all black, and so I would hide at this corner.
Blackface, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Square head. I would hide at this like because there's like on my house there's this side area, the side street, and then I would hide on the corner right where right where my house started, and people would just walk right past me and not see me, and I would just jump scare the fuck out of them, just being all black basically. They just couldn't see me. And I was Enderman. I had this big old black and purple box on my head, and the eyes would light up. So that's how they were able to see me is when the eyes would light up. But
Were you able to control when the eyes lit up?
yeah, but I would have to like push a button on the inside of the helmet. You
Okay.
know, it's not like I had like a controller where I was able to go on. But yeah,
Mm.
those were the good old days. I mean, now, fuck, dude, I miss dressing up for Halloween, dude. We still dress up for Halloween, in paintball.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite things, and I feel like that's one way how we can't let the Halloween spirit die.
No. Everyone looks forward to it. Too.
Absolutely, like when you finish playing when in your suit, your dress up suit, you're immediately thinking, "Oh man, what am I gonna be for next year?" Like your gears are going, and you're like, "What could I be? What could I possibly be?" But okay. Another question when it comes to nostalgia, Brando.
Mhm.
Okay, you remember that movie Ratatouille,
Yes.
right? Pretty sure it was a Disney movie, but
I
do you,
think so.
do you remember the
Or Pixar
main
or something. Yeah.
bad guy, the food critic guy, Ego?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when the whole point of the show, he's like this crazy food critic that could like close a restaurant? Do you remember when they made him Ratatouille and he like bit into the Ratatouille? He like went back in time to where he was a kid and he remembered his mom's cooking in his little fucking shit shack of a house when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
What food is that for you? What is like the food where it gets you in your stomach where it's like, damn, dude, like this is like a flavor that is just so distinct. Going to Flavor Town, as Guy Fieri would say.
Look. Um, it's like, ooh, uh, mm. Okay, okay. Albondigas. whenever I eat a bondigas, it's a soup. It's a meatball soup.
What?
Uh, um, a bondigas. It's a meatball soup, Mexican meatball soup. Um, whenever my dad made it, it was all most of the time during winter, cold, big pot of it. Took a little bit to prep and cook. The house smelled like it the whole time. The whole family is waiting to eat. We invite people over. Like it was like it's a bondigas night.
Uh-huh.
Like we're gonna have a bondigas for the next 3 days too. So everyone come over, eat it fresh. You get some tortillas or some French bread, dip it in, and it just a family gathering. So anytime I eat a bondigas, um, it takes me back to
I
there of
really
just
feel like you're setting me up with that word.
dude,
Can you send me a pic? Can you send me a
no,
picture of it?
I'm not.
Like a recipe of it?
Yes.
Say it one more time.
Bondigas. Bondigas.
Interesting, and it's a Mexican stew,
Meatball soup.
meatball soup. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
actually
yeah.
sounds really
Sounds,
freaking good, especially when dipping
yeah.
some good old soft bread in there. Sheesh.
Some bread. Homemade tortillas are the best. There you go. I
Let's see.
just sent it. That's how you spell it. Um, I could try to hit someone with it, but it's real.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that it's yeah, getting everyone together. Um, yeah, just the whole family together. It's all jokes. Everyone's happy. Um, it's a big ordeal. Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay. Dude, mine is this like really special dip that my mom makes. It sounds disgusting when I'm not I she has a secret recipe that only she knows, but she's passed it down to me to where I know it as well. It is this dip where it's called clam dip. It sounds disgusting, but Brando, you've probably had it,
She's talked about this, yeah.
dude. That shit is
I don't think
actually,
I've had it, but
dude. On the fourth, it'll be here on the New Year's or whatever, the 4th of July or whatever next time you come. But dude, that is like the best dip I've ever had in my entire life. It's been like a thing since I was very very young. My mom it's so nostalgic to me because I remember the mixer. It was like it's like mixing out in the mixing bowl. I remember that sound so vividly because some of the ingredients, dude, you gotta really like mix them. Or else it's not going to taste right. And it was like this dip that's like spicy. And I'm like an expert. I'm a sommelier of clam dip, if you will, to where I'm a very harsh critic on my mom. I'll be like, Mom, not enough spice. Take it back. Nah, but not really. But that for me with like some good old Ruffles chips, the ones with like the ridges. Oh, dude,
yep.
that is like. Whew, that is nostalgia as hell for me. Best, like, I mean, that's not like a food, like like you can eat that forever, right? But man, dude, I could have that with every single meal. Some nice chips and some clam dip. God damn, bro, holy shit.
Damn, dude. It's like what's the base of it?
I can't tell you, dude. It is that secret.
Can you give me something that's similar to it?
There is nothing that is
picture
even
it in my mind.
close to similar to it. I've never had anything close to it.
Just, a look? Is it white?
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's very interesting, dude. I could have sworn you've had it.
Maybe it was there. I remember your mom telling me about it. I don't know if I tried it or not because Michelle's allergic to shellfish.
That's probably what it was, because you probably still wanted to, kiss your fucking wife later that entire weekend.
I know, gay shit.
Yeah, can't be kissing the boys with clam on your lips.
Gross.
But that is like the food for me. So for you, it's albondigas soup.
Yes, and then you got some clam dip.
Yep, albondigas. That reminds me of in Inglourious Basterds when he's like, who speaks Italian? He's like, I speak a little Italian, Okay, so.
Bippity boppity.
Yep. All right, brother. Are you ready for this last little game? before we wrap it
Yeah,
up?
let's do it.
All right, my brother. So this is a higher lower game. So when it comes to how much GTA 6, this is a GTA 6 theme for this. Higher lower on GTA 6. Okay, you ready? What costs more money? Conor McGregor's one of one Lamborghini yacht or GTA 6? Like how much it costs to make GTA 6?
Okay. Compared to how much his yacht costs,
Yes,
I'm gonna go GTA 6.
for sure GTA 6. Conor McGregor's yacht is $4 million.
That's it.
That's it? $4 million, bro.
I mean, I was expecting a lot more than just 4 million.
It's probably not like a yacht. It's probably like a super speed, like in between the both. But okay. So Leonardo da Vinci's The Mona Lisa, the most arguably the most famous painting that's ever existed, or GTA 6.
I mean, I feel like the Mona Lisa is almost priceless because of how famous it is. I'm still gonna say GTA 6, but it's I think the Mona Lisa it's it's more priceless than how expensive it is. I feel I don't think there is a dollar amount right to be put on it, but I don't.
Okay.
I just think it's priceless.
There is a dollar amount that's put on it. 800 million.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I thought.
That's a lot of money. Okay.
But I still chose GTA 6.
GTA 6. Okay. 10 bedroom, 12 bathroom mansion in primetime Beverly Hills.
Ooh, nowadays?
Nowadays. What do you think?
GTA 6.
Okay, it is GTA 6. So a 10 bedroom, 12 bathroom mansion in Beverly Hills is $100 million. It's actually cheaper than than the Mona Lisa, believe it or not.
Yeah. Again, I think Mona Lisa is getting up there with priceless.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for the Mona Lisa.
Yep.
Goddamn, that's an ugly bitch too.
So you ready? The
Yep.
Koh-i-Noor diamond, one of the most prestigious diamonds in the entire world, one of the biggest diamonds, purest diamonds in the entire world, or GTA 6.
I don't know what that is.
Look it up. Look it up.
Exactly. I mean,
KOH-I-NOOR. Look it up. Diamond. It's pretty fucking insane. Or GTA 6, a video game. Pixels, people. Pixels. You seen it?
Oh, is this like what Mr.
like-
Freeze was going after?
That's what
with
that's actually exactly what I was thinking when I was doing a lot of research behind some of this, and I was like, holy shit. The bit is not original, but a lot of the stuff that I looked up completely is original. So what do you think's more?
Man, how big is it? Dimensions. Oh wow, that's okay. I don't know what exactly makes it so. I guess with who it's been with. Fuck. I want to say GTA 6, but this is probably gonna be more expensive than I think. Hmm. I'm gonna have to. I don't see a price.
Well, for you,
I see
I know how much
dimensions.
GTA 6 is. How much you think that one is?
Okay.
How much you think the diamond is worth, and how much you think GTA 6 is worth? And do you think this is more than GTA 6?
I'm gonna say this is more.
No. GTA 6 costs
No.
more than the Koh-i-Noor diamond.
Damn it.
The diamond is $1
Should've gone with, like-
billion for that one rock. $1 billion.
Damn.
All right. GTA
all right.
6 or the Mars rover.
I want to say So just the rover itself, or does that also include getting the rover to Mars?
So if I am correct, I have the cost of everything it took to get there.
I'm going to say that's more expensive.
Wrong. GTA 6 is more expensive than so to get the Mars rover onto Mars, because it's been there for like 25 years basically, right? So the
Yeah,
Mars
the first
rover
one?
is 1.08 billion. That's how much the
Okay.
Mars rover was. So GTA 6 is still more expensive. Okay,
What
you
the
you
fuck?
guys may think we're done. We're not yet. Ready for this? The Empire State Building's current worth to this day, Empire State Building or GTA 6?
I'm gonna say GTA 6 just because I don't really know what the hell. I mean, it's the building itself. I'm guessing you're taking into consideration the companies that are within
Well, I just
the
looked
Empire
up how
State
much the
Building. I don't
price
know.
is, and so they said how much it's worth today. How much if they were to
Okay.
sell the Empire State
I'm
Building?
I'm gonna say GTA 6.
It is GTA 6. The Empire State Building is 1.7 billion dollars.
What are we doing?
makes you
Oh
question how much
God.
GTA 6, right? All right.
God.
GTA 6 or the Terracotta Dynasty. Do you know what that is?
Um, the Dynasty. How do I spell that?
Terracotta.
Oh, I no
Don't look up the
Dynasty.
word the price. I'm just Are you looking at it?
Um. Oh, this is with
Yes.
the
That's the shit where they found underground like hundreds on thousands of
statues.
terracotta soldier sculptures underneath this burial ground or something like that, where it is an army of terracotta soldiers from I think the Ming Dynasty.
So so price of that. I'm gonna say GTA 6 because I don't.
So
What
over the Terracotta
consisting of
Dynasty.
over 7,000 figures and 3 bits. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't foresee this being that much. Like a ridiculous amount. Again, this I think this is almost priceless as well.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
The Terracotta Dynasty costs more than GTA 6. GTA 6 is costing $2 billion to to be made. Can you guess how much the Terracotta Dynasty is worth?
Uh 3.2 billion.
Higher,
5.8.
higher.
6.7?
Oh, higher.
Oh my god. 10 billion.
$10 billion is what the Terracotta Dynasty costs. Right? You know what?
Jesus
Hey, if you don't
Christ.
mind, Brando, could you send me one of those pictures of the Terracotta Dynasty in the
Yeah,
FTS chat?
I got you.
Because people, I don't think we understand.
Right.
I don't think you guys understand what the scale of this is. The Terracotta Dynasty is. I feel like it could potentially be like one of the great wonders of the world. I don't know what all 8 of them are, but okay, guys, look at this shit. Hold, sick transition, boom, boom, Look at that. Look at the detail in this. Just all these soldiers, just lined up. I remember, I think it was the Mummy movie, the third Mummy movie. Remember that one? Where it
I don't think
was,
I saw the third one.
wow. But so in the third Mummy movie, they face some kind of emperor, right? Some kind of previous emperor, and he brings the whole terracotta army to life in the movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, like okay, this picture looks actually insane that you just sent. Hold on, look at this one,
It just
guys.
shows detail.
Yeah, like look at the detail in oh shit, look at the detail in this guy's feet. Like And it makes me wonder because so the way how they were doing it, the terracotta soldiers came alive because their remains were inside of the sculptures.
Uh, Almost mummified.
Yeah, almost mummified in a way where like I don't know if that's
Hmm.
true or not, but in the movie that's what they were. And I was like, that is such a crazy concept. Like imagine like the ultimate sleeper agent where you just like kind of makes me wonder where it's like what kind of voodoo were they messing with, you know? You know?
Yeah. And it
What made
see, and it
what
wasn't
makes
just
you do
them.
that?
It wasn't just them. 'Cause they were carving that, but you look at a bunch of Mesoamerican um ancient history. It's the all the carvings and the pyramids, the details on the pyramids, um, the fucking Easter Islands. Those have those heads,
Yeah,
but
dude, those are whole
the
bodies. Those are not
the
just
old
heads. Those are whole bodies under
yeah
there. They
they're
dug them up.
very and then even older than that is the Olmecs with their like heads
Stone
that weigh
figures.
anywhere from like 6 tons to 22 tons, something like that, and they're being moved several miles away. It I don't know, in great detail.
It makes me wonder, like, how are they
It's
able to do that? Because, like, I get it. When you have a trillion slaves to lift all your shit, I get it. But that sounds so insane, you know? Where it's like, I feel like the only explanation is some kind of technology that we just don't understand and we can't comprehend that possibly was in the Library of Alexandria. The blueprints were in there, right?
hmm
Like, how is it not like some kind of extraterrestrial technology where lift like beaming these stones up and moving them? You know, am I just fucking weird for that?
No, I don't know. It's just something that we can't wrap our heads around. At least looking back in time, um, be, those Olmec heads that are like 20 tons, however big they were. The biggest one was um one of our heavy machinery tried to pick it up, couldn't pick it up, or like
Like how?
um to for us to transport it, we were able to pick it up and put it on like another uh, heavy machinery truck or something to move it, and it completely tipped it back when it was set
What?
on, and it was like we don't have anything to transport something that big and large on land,
Right? And I mean,
so I don't know how they did it.
it's so interesting because I was in this podcast and this guy from Egypt was on, and he was talking about how he was basically saying how the way he's like, oh, I know how they did it. I know how they built the pyramids. And he's like, why? How? And he's like, read my book, and it'll tell you in my book, right? And I'm like, bro, come on, right? But apparently, when the Nile River, apparently, this is like something they were kind of explaining was when the water was so high, they were just using these contraptions to have them float down the river. Bro, how the fuck you getting it from the river to over there? I do not understand. The Rashad structure must have had technology that we just cannot comprehend.
Maybe the Rashad structure was somehow tapped into Earth's magnetic field and was able to move magnetically, make it float in the air, being able to transport it that way. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they were able to vibrate it so much that it damn near levitates.
Holy shit. Damn, that's
I
actually
don't
pretty
know.
insane. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen things where when they vibrate something so fast and hard over sand, it like glides over it. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So it's like, is that possible, bro? What even, like, what the fuck is that stuff? Because in my mind, I'm just thinking some kind of spherical sphere came up, beamed it up, and is like, yo, let me just play fucking God for a second, like I'm in a video game, and move it over here like The Sims. You know, like makes me wonder, like, what did they know that we didn't? You know, because if we had an iPhone and an iPhone is getting 1,000 years from now, imagine civilization stops and but it gets repopulated, kind of like the way how it did, whatever, right? And they find an iPhone, they're just gonna be like, what the fuck is this? You know, the fuck is it? It's just a brick with some
Probably
little things in it.
won't be able to turn it on. Maybe.
Like
Who
how
knows?
exactly? They won't be able to turn it on because I wonder if we have found some of their tools and some of their contraptions that is just so old we just can't even tap into its power.
I I think anything that old, it might be lost in time. You know, there's some bodies of water or some of the Great Lakes that it's cold enough and what is it? Cold enough and man, blanking on it. Stuff doesn't um not disintegrate, but break down over time. Right, ships and bodies, they're preserved in some of the Great Lakes.
Interesting. Okay.
There's some bodies of water like that around the world that stuff floats down or sinks down and it's saved over time or whatever. And I think Lake Tahoe's like that too.
I think Lake Tahoe is
I
like that
think
because they're
so.
like, oh, I've always heard some things where like, oh man, Lake Tahoe has a ton of bodies in it. You better be careful not swimming without a life jacket. I go, first of
Yeah,
all, one, I'm not a pussy. I don't wear a life jacket. First of all,
yeah. But it's that and maybe something frozen within the North Pole or South Pole, or Antarctica. I don't know.
what
I
is in the
think
ice?
if it's not, yeah, if it's not there, it and not made of stone, maybe it's probably lost in time. There
Yeah,
probably was some type of higher higher technology or knowledge that we lost. Um, I don't know.
it makes
I don't know.
it makes it so interesting because when I was doing all the research on the Rashad structure, I know I'm going back to it, so you guys probably think I'm a fucking nut, but um, basically like with all the biblical floods, they talk about in the Bible all the time, the floods, fucking Noah's Ark and all that shit, where it flooded through so fast, and it kind of shows like through satellite imaging, it shows like the way that obviously things like that, if water was there, it was flown, like it flowed through that area very violently, very fast for a long period of time, where it basically had it to where the city turned upside down, and if it were to go, if I think they said if it's supposed to keep going in the pattern that it's in now, eventually, if there is a city down there, it's gonna be flipped around again, like being some of it's gonna be pushed up to the surface within the next like
Yeah.
million years or something like that.
Um,
But they
I
also talked about underground rivers. Like there were a bunch of underground rivers that they would use to transport goods from the Rashad structure and that whole dock area because that's like a perfect spot.
remember. Yeah, I remember seeing something about. Trying to look it up again, but about it was during the last ice age, I believe it was. Um, mm, speculating a large meteor came and hit Earth. It was around the somewhere in Canada, like northeast Canada or
What?
something. But it came. It was big enough, but it had the speed of oh man, how fast was it moving? It was like some ridiculous speed that they thought
Like 100,000 miles an
I
hour
can't
type shit.
something ridiculous like
Holy
that
God, bro! Could you
where
imagine that?
it and during
Hundred
the ice
thousand
age
miles.
it hit the glaciers and instantly uh, uh, melted the ice, right? It instantly melted the ice and pushed the glaciers away from the epicenter, the middle of the impact,
You're
and
talking about the North Pole, right?
they were
Like where the North Pole is?
no, no, this is in
Oh,
Canada.
Canada. Okay, I remember. Okay, okay,
This
okay.
yeah during the ice age, hit pushed all the glaciers out. It was like something another ridiculous thing like 300 miles an hour or a second or something like that. Like
What?
in a second, like these glaciers are pushed 300 miles,
Holy shit!
and they said they found the scars within the crest
Scars within the
of
crust.
these massive glaciers being thrust and it away from it, and
Wow.
then from there they could track um floods going into Africa and Europe
Yup.
and stuff because across the Atlantic and melting all that ice as well. So and that maybe that's a theory for the Great Flood, and maybe that's how we lost the Richard structure. And it's not just in the Bible, as you pointed out. I know
Every major religion
many,
has these stories of like huge floods, just of
or
earth-shaking
just culture.
earthquakes. Yes, every
Yeah, it
culture
doesn't
has
even have
something
to
like
be
that.
like religion. It's just cultures around, and it's around the same time.
Yes.
So yeah, and there's what I saw. What they were speculating that this was around that time, I believe.
Damn.
So it wasn't in the middle of the ice age. Think
Sometime
it
during
was
it.
towards the end of the ice age.
Well, I mean, that
Yeah,
shit would probably stop the ice age, I would think, 300 miles a second, you know? Like, could you
maybe.
imagine that, like, nowadays? Like, I feel like if a meteor like that were to crash into the Earth, like, we would feel it. Like, the whole Earth would feel it, maybe. I mean, I'm not a geologist. I don't know the way the shock wave works around Earth crust and all that. Like, don't come at me too hard. But what would happen, bro? You know? Like, do you think aliens have been protecting us from happening? They're like, oh man, we got to keep our specimens alive on Earth. Like, we got to stop these fucking Earth. We got to stop these. We got to stop these meteors from just wiping their shit out, dude. Dinosaurs are too stupid. Cavemen too stupid. Let's give them a little. Let's give them a little pep in their step. Let's give them some peyote leaf. And now there's humans with consciousness. You know?
Nah. I think it would be cool, but nah, I don't think so. I think we're just just a happy accident.
I agree. I do. This is gonna sound insane. This is almost gonna sound like Helldivers type shit. I almost feel like humans were created where it's like if there truly is nothing else out in the universe, like that it is blank, then we are supposed to be like the baseliners of spreading out civilization across the universe.
Yeah.
Over time. Where
Yeah.
it's like I mean maybe we are like the OG aliens, where it's like when we start populating out on different planets, the evolution starts coming. You see people start to change, and then it's like that's when you start seeing really different aliens.
It starts with us rather than somewhere else.
Exactly.
Rather than us being an offspring, we put our offspring
Yes.
elsewhere.
Yes, and or like how it's okay. Imagine Venus, impossible to live on because it's hot enough to fucking melt lead in the atmosphere, right? But imagine humans could live on Venus. Then eventually they would like get like a heat resistance, and then maybe they turn to like magma people or something. How crazy would that be, right? I'm just fucking yapping at this point, but my imagination just goes crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Well, all right. Well, you heard it here. FTS is gonna have a fleet one day, and
Absolutely,
we'll
baby.
be populating the stars.
Oh yeah, FTS to the moon, baby. Past the moon. FTS past the moon. But Brando,
Yeah.
I think that's a great place for us to kind of start to end it, because I know you got to wake up early in the morning. You're headed to WC tomorrow, so
We are.
So man, that's gonna be exciting.
We are.
I'm excited to see
A
you.
long weekend, long fun weekend. Yep, excited to see you. All excited to see everyone down south. Little, not reunion, but little Capital Edge teams down there making a splash. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Plus, I mean, it's good for us because we can network down there. We meet more people, right? And I mean, I definitely think that some of the some of the interviews were helping to where we were able to meet newer people, because they saw us with some people that were at their vendors. They saw us recording, and they were like, "Oh man, what are these guys doing?" Right? 'Cause when I was following Brando with a camera, instantly people are like, "Oh, whoa, they're recording something. Like, let me get in that." There's nothing wrong with that. I actually really enjoyed it because people who are like that, want to have conversation. So I'm just overall excited to go.
They want to grow paintball too.
Exactly, and that's the main goal that we all want to do, right? Not only do we want to grow paintball, we want to grow the podcast. We want to grow everybody personally around us. A rising tide raises all ships, as a wise man once told me, right? So, oh man, Brando. Well, another episode, dude. 169. I actually thought we were going to have a guest for 169, but I'm actually glad we didn't have a guest for 169.
Yeah. Look, we had three bangers for guests to open up season 2. 2 episodes of just you and I duo, and I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, little sneak peek for everybody listening. The next guest that I'm working on getting on, I'm not going to say who, but they are on a paintball team, a pro paintball team in the top 3. I'll leave it at that. Can you guess who it is? So if you can guess who it is, message us, and I'll tell you if it's right or not. If you genuinely message us and it's right, I'll tell you if it's right. So, anyway, this is a good time to wrap it up. Man, Brando, what another great episode. 169. I'm glad we didn't have anybody else on because 69 is such a special number. I'm glad that it's just... If we had a third for 69, dude, you can't 69 with 3 people, bro. You know, it's just kind of weird.
That's just awkward. Someone's just in the corner watching.
Yeah, at that point, it's just a fucking...
Which, dibs.
Dibs, that's fucking crazy. But, all right, guys. Well, we're nearing the end of the show. Thank you to our sponsors, Welts Clothing. Thank you again for Scott Stewart and the boys over there. Everything that they do for us in Texas. We really appreciate it. They have hats, hoodies, straps, shorts, everything you could possibly want. Make sure you guys use code FTS for 10% off at checkout. Save yourself some money, people. Plus, it helps us a little bit, you know? Gives us that good reputation. If you, I don't know if they're going to have a Welts booth at WC, but if they don't, go to their website and buy some new stuff, you know? Get tripped out. Make sure if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. And earn your welts. Make sure you guys use code FTS for 10% off. Next, Hormesis Paintball. Oliver and Alex and Yosh and all them over there at Hormesis, they are creating a culture that is so big picture that a lot of us can't even comprehend it yet. Everything they've done for the game is like with the Hormesis stools, Hormesis Productions, Iron Kids, right? I'm excited. I'm pretty sure Dan Napoli actually made an announcement on when it's coming out. Brando, what were you going to say with that?
Oh, yeah, I was going to touch on that with Dan Napoli. He's been posting some little updates for these last 90 days. Hopefully, they're hoping to get out within these next 90 days. Last 90 days of production. He showed like a little snippet of Iron Kids that we haven't seen before today, and it's exciting. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I think Dan Napoli is a master at his craft. I didn't really know him too much until Ryan kind of gave me the whole download, like, you know, the whole shebang on the guy. And ever since I actually got to talk to him, because I was like, oh, sweet, he's a producer, right? But then once I actually got to talk to him, he was kind of, we had him on the podcast. We was breaking down some of the things to film, and, you know, Ryan worked with the guy. So obviously I held the guy very high and prestigious. The guy has made incredible paintball documentaries that arguably are the best of the entire game. You know, that we go back and it captures, and it's a time capsule, that era of paintball.
Nostalgia.
Pure nostalgia, right? That's the kind of the theme of this episode is, you know, growing up with some of that stuff. I mean, a lot of it's kind of before my time in paintball, but I appreciate my history of the game, and I'm curious about it. There's a lot of stuff that you can't find on the internet with paintball, right? With football, you can find all these fucking stories of scandals and all this stuff and how people are doing this and that and that. But paintball is kind of naked in a way, right? So I'm excited to hear a story that, you know, has not been told before. So thank you again to Hormesis Productions. We really appreciate you. And our last but not least sponsor, Capital Edge Paintball Park. You know, if you're in Northern California, go get your reps up there. There are some fantastic teams up there. DMG's up there. Pink is up there. Incursion's up there. Devious Dogs. Grass Fed. There's tons of divisional teams that are always willing to send you some spins. Everybody wants to get good up there. So now be a part of that. Go up to Capital Edge Paintball Park. And, man, here we go. This is the end of the podcast, episode 169. Dude, what's up?
My cool guy of the week.
Oh, yes. Dude, thank you, bro. Thank you. Cool guy of the week.
Just sent it. Dude, all right. My cool and nostalgia for sure. When Hatch said, hey, let's go nostalgia.
Yeah.
This has been popping up. So this guy, Jack.lifts with a Z at the end. 2 A's in Jack. His TikTok's been popping up. He's been showing his wife.
Peak gaming lore.
Man lore. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And this first one.
This is the Modern Warfare 2.
Yep, to like collapse with Eminem, the trailer from Modern Warfare 2, all the Halo ones that he's been showing her are just, oh my God. Here's another one with ODST. Man,
Oh, I don't want to try to
there's
get
this one.
copywritten.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, he's giving it, just forcing her to watch it.
You don't understand.
There's Skyrim.
Exactly
There's
what it was when I saw
Gears
it.
of War. Gears of War
Oh,
trailer.
dude, the ODST trailer. That one could easily be like, military propaganda. Bro, that one had
Yes.
me. That gaming trailer had me radicalized at a young age, boys. Let me just say, first of all, that shit, I was like, God damn, dude, to be an orbital drop shot trooper or whatever the fuck it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
Yeah, sign me up.
You know, it's
I wanna
funny
fight with him.
because I've actually done this exact same thing with like the Assassin's Creed games with my girlfriend. I'm like, man, you don't even know Ezio Auditore da Firenze. That is my freaking boy right there. But like, bro,
Yeah.
holy shit, that is fucking awesome. Okay.
It brings back the memories.
Shout out to the cool guy of the week. What's his name? Jack Lifts with a Z?
Jack. Yep, with the Z. 2 A's in Jack. Lifts with a Z.
Lifts with a Z. All right, brother. Okay, well, do you have a code word of the week? I know it's last second, but usually I'm pretty...
Ooh.
What you got?
I was just feeling nostalgic.
Feeling nostalgic? Is that the code word?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. All right, so if you're feeling nostalgic,
Off the brain.
let us know. Right? I like that. Maybe we should do it off the brain. I like that. Right off the brain in that exact moment. All right, so if you're listening and you're feeling nostalgic, let us know. That's the code word of the week. Put it in the comments. Message us on Instagram. Message us on Facebook. Message Brando on MySpace because he's probably still on it. Feeling nostalgic.
Right.
And if you're listening to this, we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is episode 169. Have a good one. Bye.